What is up, everyone? So in today's video, I wanted to talk about one of the most important things that you need to know as a trader and things you need to do outside of the charts, which is money management. So money management as a trader is probably one of the most important things that you need to know to be successful in this game. Because at the end of the day, we are risking money to make money as an income, right? So I wanted to cover a few things that I think are pretty important. It'll be a pretty quick video, but I think tons of value because I don't think I've seen really anybody talk about this. Um, so let's just get right into it. Money management in general, personal finance in general, I love it a lot, but a lot of people pay no attention to it really, and they just make money and they don't know where it ends up. And at the end of the day, they're left with no money left, right? A lot of us know people like this. Maybe we've been there, we are there, where, we don't really know much about personal finance. So if you're in that boat though, as a trader, you need to change that immediately because trading is one of those things that require lots of financial literacy, probably more than any other profession. So off the top, I'm going to write down a few things here. So off the top, you need to be basic. You need to understand basic financial literacy. Okay. And this includes things like, basic savings, investing. You need to know how to pay your taxes. You need to know about retirement accounts, etc. So you need to have basic financial literacy where money coming in isn't all going away, and you need to be out of debt. You need to be advancing in your financial journey, right? Because if you're not doing this, you're doing something wrong, and you will absolutely guarantee that you will fail as a trader. Because if you don't have financial literacy, the money you make is going to leave faster than you made it, okay? Most of trading is about capital preservation, right? Everybody can make money in trading. Most people can't keep it. That's why the failure rate is so high, okay? So if we make money, at the end of the day, we only keep what we are able to protect. So our job as traders is risk management and capital preservation, is keeping the money that we make. So if you don't have financial basic literacy, you're going to fail. Like, there's no simpler way to put it. You need to understand how to manage your own money and get out of debt. Put yourself in a better position. If you're working another job at the same time, that's totally fine. Get yourself in a good financial place, okay? And one thing I do want to point out in this specifically is about an emergency funds, okay? So in trading, it's a very volatile career, okay? Some months you're going to make insane amounts of money. You can make someone's salary in a week, someone's salary in a month, whatever. You can make a lot of money in a very short period of time when your edge is just ripping. Your edge is just giving you, like, printing money for you, okay? And then the next month, guess what? It's the opposite. Your edge is not presenting itself. It's not playing out. You're on the losing end of your statistic, So you need to be prepared for this. So I think more than any other profession, you need to have more emergency funds than like anyone else you know. I'm sure you've seen probably online, most people recommend 3 to 6 months. As a trader, I recommend like at least a year of emergency funds. Some good, like great traders have like bad quarters, bad like 6 months. They make one mistake and it costs them a lot, And it'd be ignorant to think that this can't happen to you. So if you have at least a year of emergency funds plus other savings and investments on the side of that, then your peace of mind is going to be there because you know that no matter what, you're going to be okay. And in trading, that mental capacity is so crucial. So I recommend at least 12 months of emergency funds, just at least, or more. If you can do more, then do more. Okay. The more money that you have sitting, the better for your peace of mind and the better for your trading in general, because you're not going to be dependent on that. It's like, oh, I got to pay rent this month. That is a terrible place to start. And if you're thinking that way, if you're in that position, go back to number one. So, okay. The next thing I wanted to talk about is treating every transaction like if it were a trade. Like, for example, if I go to the store right now and I buy, a water bottle and it costs me $5, I know that that's a bad trade. Why is it a bad trade? Because I could go to the grocery store and get a pack of 30 water bottles for $10 instead, for example. I know that's a very small example, but the point there is you want to treat every transaction like if it were a trade, because it actually is. When you go back, in history, everything was a trade. There was no money before gold. Everything was a trade. You trade a sheep for a lamb or whatever it is, a sheep for a cow. I mean, everything was a trade, and it still is. Nowadays, we just have a mediary, which is cash, money, currency, right? You have to treat everything like it's a trade, because you are trading value. And I know I gave a small example with a water bottle at a gas station or something, right? But think about every financial decision in that manner, and you'll never be in a bad financial spot, right? Like if you value every dollar and you treat it with respect, you're gonna be okay, as long as you're a profitable trader, right? Because the back end of your profits are being taken care of because you're financially smart with them. So respect every dollar and treat every transaction like a trade. And the last point I'll make about this is when you treat every transaction like a trade, you start to see the world as a trade. You're trading your time, you're trading your attention, you're trading your money. Everything is a trade in life, right? And you start to trade off the things you don't really care about as much for the things you actually care about. And that leads to a better quality of life. So that's the one thing I'll leave with that. And then the next thing I wanted to say is you want to keep your trading money separate from your living expenses and just treat it like a business as much as possible. Okay, there's profit and loss. Okay, operating expenses. Okay, there's going to be a list of things here, but you want to treat trading as much like a business as you can. You want to, once you get down up the ladder in the trading game, you can, form a LLC, sole proprietorship, whatever it is you want to do. I'm not here to talk about that stuff really, but whatever it is you have to do to detach yourself from the emotions of trading even further by treating it like a business. You want to pay yourself as a trader, like if you were working for a business and you're just a trader for them, right? So that's all I'll say about that. Treat trading like a business. It's better for the long term financially and mentally for most people. So that's all I'll say about that. And then the next thing I wanted to say was taxes. As soon as you make realized profits, or if you're a prop firm trader, so with taxes, as soon as you have realized P&L in a live account in crypto and whatever, take away whatever tax bracket you're in percentage wise and put it in a savings account or high yield savings account, whatever you want to do until you're ready to pay your taxes. Okay, you do not want to mess around with this. If you make 10K in a month, let's say, and depending on your location, obviously your tax rate, 20, 30%, whatever it is, let's say it's 30%, take away 3 grand of that 10K in that month, put it away for taxes. It is not your money anymore. Okay. It is not yours to touch. Right. So you want to be as strict with this as possible. If you're a prop firm trader and you're getting payouts from these firms, you're a 1099 contractor. You're still going to get taxed on that, obviously. So you want to put a percentage of that money away for taxes. Every single payout, okay? Every single withdrawal you take from your accounts, whatever it is. Do not play with this. All right, that's all I have to say. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you can't do that, you're cooked. All right, so, and then a bonus one that I want to mention as well. This is for traders that are way down the line, that are likely higher income earners already. You want to get more income sources if you can. The more you can diversify your income away from trading, the better you're going to be mentally and the better you're going to perform in trading because of that. So this could be anything like, real estate investments, you get a rental property or two, whatever it is. It can be other business opportunities, working with other people. Maybe you have other ideas, other things that you want to do. And trading is perfect for that because it doesn't take that much time out of your day-to-day life. Trading is super simple. It usually takes a few hours and you're done. And the rest of that time, if you have the capabilities to go start another business and that's what you want to do, go and do it. Go do that. Why not? And if you have the money for it from trading, go fund some of your other ideas, right? That's what this is for. It gives you freedom. Okay. So that's the last bonus one I wanted to do. But yeah, that's what I'll leave you guys with. These are some basic money management things that you should be doing. Basic financial literacy. I'll go over it all again. Basic financial literacy. You should have this. Go through YouTube. Go watch Graham Stephan, whatever it is. And understand basic financials for your personal life, okay? Emergency funds. As a trader, your income can be very volatile month to month, year to year. Hopefully not too much, but it can be. So be prepared for anything. And this is why at least a year of emergency funds is why I personally do and recommend. And then treat every transaction like a trade. If you can get it. I used to, churn credit cards because I found it to be kind of fun. You're getting cash back, you're getting rewards points and whatever, and you're not paying any interest on it as long as you're paying everything on time. Just little things like that, and you start to make great trades in every part of life with your time, with your, relationships, etc. So treat every transaction like a trade. Next, treat trading like a business. The more you can detach yourself from it, the better. Taxes, don't play with your taxes. That one's short and simple, short and sweet, okay? And then the last one, multiple sources of income. If you can diversify your income away from trading, the happier and the more peace that will come into your life. And the better you'll be at trading, the more money you'll make in the long run. Okay? So with that, if you guys enjoyed, like the video. If you didn't, well, at least you got something from it, maybe. I hope. But thank you guys for watching regardless. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.